What is going on, everypony? Zev here, and welcome to another episode of Empathy Hour. Today, we will be discussing a very special character in the Friendship is Magic universe, human Chrysalis. Now, of course, I know the characters of Flufflepuff Tales aren't yet canon, but I can't help but absolutely adore Chrysalis in this series, which made me want to go more in-depth on her and help get a better understanding of her feelings and even throw in a little theory. So let's begin. So off the bat, as soon as the Flufflepuff Equestria Girls series began, we noticed how well Chrysalis doesn't get along with the other students at Canterlot High. I mean, it wasn't like she just gets ignored by her schoolmates because she just has a hard time fitting in. They're afraid of her. Which begs the question, what exactly are they afraid of? Let's theorize. In the pony world, Chrysalis is the queen of an insect-like swarm who manipulates others in order to feed off love that they can't supply for themselves. But in the human world, she's a high school student. So what exactly could she have done for others to gain so much fear of her? Well, here's my theory. Ever since CHRISSI started out as a student in Canterlot High, she's been a bully, as well as a leader of a troublesome and very manipulative group of high school students. This is a fair possibility considering her equestrian counterpart. So CHRISSI and her group get to do whatever they want because everyone knows how powerful and scary the leader is. But of course, just like in Equestria, her plans were foiled. Could have been by the main six or by a human thorax. So the large group of bullies were reformed, leaving their leader with nothing but her hate and resentment, always alone. That is, until the big fluffy heart herself comes into her life and opens up the good in her. Let's move on to Fluffle. Why was she so obsessed with CHRISSI? Well, as we've seen, Flufflepuff is of the fluffy pony species, but her personality is modeled after a loyal house pet. Animals such as domestic cats and dogs are known for giving unconditional love, especially if they sense that their owners are unhappy. Therefore, supplying them with more than enough love and attention. I would know. When I'm depressed, my dog absolutely refuses to take no for an answer. So, of course, Fluffle senses CHRISSI's unhappiness and feels the need to give her all the love and attention she can. And she doesn't even care about how CHRISSI will react. She just wants to give and give and give. She's pretty much a reverse changeling. Now, here's also a cool little theory I thought of during the writing process of this script. Let's talk about the Season 6 finale. To sum things up, I personally feel that Chrysalis should not be reformed after her eventual final defeat. Well, at least not all the way. Of course, at the making of this video, Season 7 of Friendship is Magic is only halfway done, so we don't have any info on what Chrysalis has to offer for revenge. So let's just imagine that she accepts defeat, but refuses to change, and thus she doesn't share love, and thus she doesn't go through her metamorphosis. But then, what happens to her? If she hasn't reformed, how has she kept at bay? How about this? You put her in her own home, wherever that may be, and so she won't be boiled up with anger, constantly plotting revenge. You give her something, or some pony, to stay with her by her side to help suppress those negative feelings in a much healthier way. This also supplies her with enough love so she won't go hungry. It's perfect. The way Fluffy Mixer has executed this throughout the Flufflepuff series is amazing. It is exactly the way I feel CHRISSI should live amongst the ponies. It just blows my mind that this fits in so perfectly. And it's not even canon. It was written and created far before Season 7. And yet, the way the story works out in Flufflepuff is just, to me, the perfect scenario of what should happen to CHRISSI in her eventual defeat. I find it really amazing that it just fits so perfectly. It really is phenomenal. I absolutely am mind blown by this fact. So what do you guys think? Should CHRISSI be reformed? Should CHRISSI be banished? let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and also let me know what other characters you want me to analyze. Now like and sub for more pony videos. Have a wonderful day, every pony.